Hey, so how are you? All right, so I'm feeling a little bit off. It's the only way I can think to explain it. So I decided to do an iTovi scan. We can talk about that in another video. But one of the main oils that my scan told me that I would really benefit from is Northern Lights Black Spruce. And we have not talked about this one, so I figured why not feature it? Dive in a little bit. So Northern Lights Black Spruce is only available as an aromatic or topical use labeled oil. I will tell you, however, that I have taken it internally, and I know other people who have taken it internally. I'm going to get that out of the way here, okay? So it's not labeled for internal use, but there's no properties within it that I can see that would keep people from using it internally. It's just not been labeled as such yet. Let's say it that way, okay? So the Lakota Indians used black spruce to strengthen their ability to communicate with what they called the Great Spirit. It was believed to possess the frequency of prosperity. And so they enjoyed using it routinely to kind of help harness prosperity. That was what they believed, okay? Its medical properties are it's antispasmodic, antiparasitic, antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, it's hormone-like, it's cortisone-like, it's an immune stimulant. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that. And it's an anti-diabetic. It's commonly used for arthritis and rheumatism. I don't have either of those. It's used for fungal infections and candida. Almost everyone has candida, so that could be a reason even why my scan called it up. Honestly, really, it affects all of us when we even think about it. Sinus and respiratory infections, and then sciatica and lumbago. So any of your physical discomforts from joints and muscle tension and that sort of thing, and that would be why it helps with arthritis and rheumatism and that sort of thing. So I'm thinking for me, for my scan, it called it up because I wasn't feeling quite as grounded. Not only is it soothing to the mind, but it has these other properties to kind of help me be more centered, if you make sense. If you know what I mean, if you make sense. Clearly, I'm not making sense. That's why I needed my Northern Lights Black Spruce. Its fragrant influence, it says it releases emotional blocks, brings about a feeling of balance and grounding. Duh, that's what I was just talking about. It's very common to diffuse it, very common to apply it. I actually applied some just up my forehead and down my nose because that's kind of what everything is, right? That center of my focus, of my meditation, mentally, and it's easy to smell. And since it's good for respiratory and sinus issues, which you already know I'm prone to that, I figured that was a good place to put it. It is also in my diffuser with orange oil. Orange oil just happens to be my happy oil. So putting those two together is already like, I'm feeling more just, okay, yeah, there's a lot going on. What is with this? There's a lot going on in my life right now. And so to not feel quite so centered and grounded is not a big surprise. But having what I need on hand for when I need it is the key. So common to diffuse it, common to apply it. Like I said, some people take it internally, which I have. It's just not labeled for that as such. So there's some different research things. I'm using my big book, what we call it, the Bible of Essential Oils. It's so big, guys, it's even hard to control. So there's lots of information in here. If you want to know where you can get your own, Young Living does not sell them, but I can help you know where to get them. So just drop me a message and I would be more than happy to let you know how to get your own. So in the future, let's talk about iTovi, and then let me know, do you have Northern Lights Black Spruce? It happens to be my husband's absolute favorite oil. It comes in both the 5 ml, which is this size, and the 15 ml size bottles because you use it for all the things. Gary Young called it the frankincense of the Americas. And so you know how I feel about frankincense. Frankincense is like the boyfriend. It is the oil of all oils for me personally and for a lot of people. So to know that we have our own version is kind of nice. So iTovi next time. Let me know if you want to know how to get your own oils reference book, and let me know. Do you use Northern Lights and black spruce? And if so, why and how?